In a pretty dominating victory.
More dominating than the score.
Sprinkle that.
Yes.
No, absolutely. It was a
was.
miracle that the Chiefs were within a touchdown at the end. Like the only real downside of that game for Buffalo was Sean McDermott kicking that field goal at the end, which gave the Chiefs a slight chance and makes you a little nervous about his game management come January. But what did the Bills prove? They once again proved and confirmed that they are the Chiefs' biggest and, in my opinion, only AFC threat. And they have been, ever since the Bengals decided to stop fielding a defense, they have been the only, for me, real threat to the Chiefs in the AFC. And Josh was sensational. You said the completion, he set a Bills franchise record.
Franchise record, yeah.
In the same game that Patrick set his own career personal reverse of a record, lowest ever completion percentage. And unlike the playoffs, in the regular season games, not only have the Bills won, Josh has outplayed Patrick thoroughly. We can show you the numbers. It's jarring. They score 9 more points a game, or 8, and the numbers are 8 touchdowns to 9 turnovers for Patrick, 14 to 3 to Josh, and a 30-point gap in passer rating. And so fair is fair. Because as everybody knows, before Danny came on the show, I was the show's Bills guy because you guys didn't believe in him. I did. So Josh Allen's earned it. He deserves it. I'll drop a banner for Josh. Consistently outplaying Mahomes when it matters the least. We all know it. When it matters the least, and listen, I felt for the
Josh
banana.
Supposed to feel good about
I don't know.
that?
It just is what it is.
Fair. It feels a little sarcastic.
A little?
And it's why it's such a shame that the Bills' young players in their secondary, because you heard Josh, just like the standard, all this stuff. Those other guys just were a little too ebullient after the win.
Okay. It's such nonsense because, as I've showed you in the deep dives, that Josh Allen has outplayed Patrick Mahomes many times in the playoffs. The big difference has been in those playoffs is that Patrick Mahomes is offered more gifts via Andy Reid. And in the regular season, those gifts aren't as prevalent, whether it's because Andy Reid is holding some of the plays to his chest, whatever it may be. As we saw in that 4th and 17 play, that conversion was because of Andy Reid. And we see many of those plays in the playoffs against the Buffalo Bills. Also unfortunate for the Buffalo Bills is that their defense has oftentimes been decimated with injuries, especially in 23 and 24, losing incredibly key players. But I digress. Let's not even talk about that. Also the fact that Josh Allen has to consistently be the leading rusher for his team in the playoffs, where Patrick Mahomes is not. Okay, that's fine. In this game, the Buffalo Bills actually supported their team collectively, offensively and defensively. And since we're reducing this to just Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, they supported Josh Allen the best. They got to the opposing team's quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, if you didn't know. They were able to get the run game going. Beautiful play calling by Brady. Beautiful decision making by Josh Allen. Beautiful throw. I mean, it was just textbook all across the board. And then the one big throw, the big key play, not even some of the brilliant throws, like truly special throws made by Josh Allen, but the play call to Cook to what should have iced the game, but really made the game pretty much out of reach, in that final drive. That's the play call. That's that moment in the game that we see Andy Reid do again and again and again with Mahomes. And I made the clip. I showed it to you guys last week, this past weekend, of how many layups and how many big, easy moments that Andy and the Chiefs set up for Mahomes. And again, it's not to say that Mahomes doesn't rise to the occasion. It's not to say that Mahomes isn't playing great. It's not to say that Mahomes doesn't deserve an insane amount of credit for the success that the Chiefs have had over the years. But when you compare it to the Buffalo Bills, they do the exact opposite in those moments for Josh Allen. So this whole idea of outplaying Mahomes when it matters least is a bunch of nonsense. The Kansas City Chiefs fundamentally have played better than the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs. That's how it's unfolded. Coaching and players. Both quarterbacks have been great. Both quarterbacks rise to the occasion. And what happened in this game? Why was it so much easier for Josh Allen to so thoroughly outplay Patrick Mahomes? Well, he couldn't run the ball, and Rashee Rice couldn't get open, and they couldn't protect Patrick Mahomes. Oh, you want to blame everyone else now? It's Andy Reid's play calling is terrible. That's what people said in the comment section posting. Andy Reid's play calling has been awful. Oh, okay. Really? Andy Reid's play calling is terrible? Okay. Spags. I don't know what Spags is doing. He's got to go. Oh, okay. Sure. Okay. Whatever you say. I mean, like that's where everyone just gets things so twisted. Seriously, it's kind of absurd at this point. And I'm not going to rehash this because I know they're going to do a specific Kansas City Chiefs clip, so I'm not going to talk about how when Patrick Mahomes is actually pressured and under duress, he does worse than Josh Allen. He does worse than Joe Burrow. He does worse than Justin Herbert. Like, those are all things that nobody wants to talk about, and we always just want to hide behind the umbrella of, like, MVP, Super Bowls. Doesn't change the reality of the situation. But when the Buffalo Bills support Josh Allen, when you can get the run game going, when you can get some receivers that are even just have a semblance of being opened, when you can have smart strategic play calling, what do we see? When you give Josh Allen the bare minimum to win a big game, what do we get? We literally get 23 for 26, 88.5% completion percentage. Either 273 or 293 yards. I can't read my own writing. 10.5 yards per attempt. 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown. 123.2 passer rating. When Patrick Mahomes doesn't have everything all good for him, 44.1% completion percentage. 15 for 34. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a 57.2 passer rating, and 3 for 13 on third down. And a terrible interception at that. So we can stop pretending like these games don't matter, or that this is like, oh, this is because Patrick Mahomes, he steps up in the playoffs and Josh Allen doesn't. It's never been the case. That's never, ever, ever been the case. Josh Allen has the greatest touchdown to interception ratio in the playoffs of all time. That's just a fact. Okay? That's just a fact. And Josh Allen in those playoff games has to take on more of a burden for his team than Patrick Mahomes. It's just a fact. I've made those videos many times. I've given you the statistics. I've given you the highlights. I've given you the most important key moments of those games. It's just a fact. We can keep trying to invent it and invent ways that it's not. Doesn't change reality. I'm going to toss this pen in the air. It's going to come back down. I don't believe it's going to come down. Oh, still came down. Can't fight reality. Can't fight facts. Can't fight gravity. You can't fight the fact that Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. This game doesn't prove it. No single game proves it at all. But it's just the reality. Give Josh Allen some support. Give Josh Allen a run game. Protect him. Have his defense make things difficult for the opposing quarterback. You're going to win a lot of games. A lot of games. We saw it in this game. Support Josh Allen and you get near perfection. You disrupt things for Patrick Mahomes. We have a pretty long resume right now of some really awful play. Really awful play. It's okay to say that out loud. Doesn't mean that Patrick Mahomes isn't great. Doesn't mean that Patrick Mahomes is an all-time great talent. Doesn't mean any of that. Doesn't mean that he was undeserving of those Super Bowls. Doesn't mean any of that. But the complete nonsense, where people this weekend, everyone kept saying, Patrick Mahomes on the Buffalo Bills, they'd have 3 Super Bowls, and Josh Allen would have none with the Chiefs. Really? Well, we just saw the Buffalo Bills play like the Kansas City Chiefs, and we just saw the Kansas City Chiefs play like the Buffalo Bills. Who played better? Who has done more with less? Who actually plays better when he's in a great situation? Who's actually a better quarterback? I don't make the rules. I just read them. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills? I love how this game, according to Nick Wright, just doesn't matter, not that big of a deal, blah, 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 blah. But when the Chiefs beat the Commanders with Marcus Mariota, when they beat the Las Vegas Raiders, the tackle that turned the tide, it's the greatest game ever. This defense has been unstoppable. This offense has been unstoppable. Then they get thoroughly worked by the Buffalo Bills, and it's like, congrats on Patrick Mahomes losing to Josh Allen. Josh Allen always wins when it matters. I mean, you don't think Patrick Mahomes cares about these games? You think it doesn't matter? You don't think that Patrick Mahomes tries his best? We know it. The dude's always on the brink of tears. And I mean that as a compliment to Patrick Mahomes, to be very clear. Patrick Mahomes absolutely positively brings it every single game, no matter who he's playing. I respect it a ton. He has never checked out. He has never checked out. Those games, those last 5 meetings, he is absolutely positively trying to be the best version of Patrick Mahomes in those moments. There is not a doubt in my mind. Not a doubt in my mind. He is doing every single thing he can do. And this is what you get. So we can stop pretending like it's nothing. We can stop pretending that. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Buffalo Bills? Josh Allen. What did the Bills prove, if anything? What did the Chiefs prove, if anything? What about Josh Allen taking down Patrick Mahomes thoroughly? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.